The first question.
Great job out there this afternoon. Tell me give us kind of an idea of what the feeling is there in the clubhouse and the dugout now that spring training exhibition games have resumed after nearly a year of not having any spring training action. What was the feeling amongst the players and coaches today as you got ready for this spring training opener?
Yeah, I mean, we were really excited. There was a little bit of an extra pep in everybody's step this morning getting to the field. Music was a little bit louder in the clubhouse. Everybody's excited, man. Like you said, it's kind of been of a while, especially after a short season last year. So I think guys were kind of chomping at the bit to get back out there. I know for me it was good to good to get out there and try to set the pace. That's kind of the guy that starts it off every spring. It's kind of his job. Go out there and set the pace, work fast, throw strikes, and get us off and started.
Did you do anything differently today, based on the fact that last year was a short season and all? Did you do anything differently today in your preparation for this contest?
For me, just treat it as a regular start. Obviously, kind of abbreviated with the plan to only go two, but the mindset and the game plan never changes. Go out there, attack, try to throw strikes, try to get us in the dugout and hit as much as we can. So whether it's 110 pitches or only 25, 30, the game plan and the mindset stays the same.
Great, thank you.
Patrick Saunders, Denver Post, go ahead.
Hey, Austin. It was fun to see you. There's only 2 innings today. Could you take us through the at-bat against Nick Ahmed? You struck him out, and I know middle of that at-bat you threw from upstairs anyway. It looked like a really nice curveball. Is that kind of your MO, so to speak, that at-bat with Ahmed? Is that the way you like to operate?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that was kind of probably the best little sequence I put together today. We're able to really attack early with the fastball, get some quick outs, kind of have a quick first inning, and then second inning go out there and try to use everything. You have a game plan of how you would normally pitch, but first time out in spring training, let's throw all the pitches. So got to get a changeup in there in the second inning, and that at bat to Ahmed was able to throw a good fastball, good backdoor curveball, and then we went got the curveball, foul ball in the dirt, and then we were able to throw something I've been working on, a little back foot kind of slider there for the strikeout, which was probably the best pitch I executed today. And that's what I told Foster, that's kind of that one pitch that I'll take from this outing of like, all right, that's game form. That's what we want. And now it's just trying to get the other ones caught up.
Well, that spring training for all pitchers is a lot about working on sequencing particular pitches, etc. You, however, know you're in a position where that spot could be yours in the rotation. Do you look at spring training games, even the early ones, any differently than in the past? Or is it just go out there and perform and whatever happens, happens?
Yeah, I mean, the number one thing is always performance, right? I mean, that's kind of the mark of being a competitor when you go out there and compete, whether it's spring training, there's no fans, it's a full house, it's the playoffs, the World Series, whatever. I mean, I'm taking the same mindset every time I take the mound. And that mindset is to go out there, attack, and do the best I can to help the team win. Like I said, so really the only thing that changes on a day like today is more, the workload. Knowing, hey, I only got 2 innings, so let's make them as good as possible. But as far as like the mindset coming into camp, I mean, the mindset is always to compete. I feel like I got a lot to prove here, and today was just a start.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thomas Harding, go ahead.
Yeah, Austin, does it feel different coming into this camp? I mean, do you feel like a little bit more of a major leaguer than in the past? What is the feeling?
Yeah, I mean, it's. I definitely feel like I'm a major league pitcher. I think I've proven that in my time in St. Louis and continue to build upon that since I've been here. As far as like, the mindset of being a major league pitcher, I mean, that's kind of just how you go about it every single day, right? I think that I had some good guys to look up to on my former team that kind of taught me a lot and taught me how to go about your business every single day. whether you got 0 days in the big leagues or 15 days in the big leagues, it doesn't really change. But as far as that, I mean, the thought is always just compete. You do that, you'll be all right.
It started off the error, then a wild pitch, but it looked like you just settled into it pretty quick. Tell me about your emotions and thoughts going in there.
Yeah, I mean, we had a little bit more heart rate today. Try to slow myself down in the bullpen a little bit. I think first outing of spring training is always like that. Always excited to get back out there, and then for me, even more this year. Wanting to make a good impression. Knowing I got more to do. I got to learn what we do here. I got to learn how we go about our things here. I got to learn the catchers. I got to learn, all the bump plays. The small things that people don't realize. So. That's kind of the main focus of spring training is just trying to get caught up. A lot of these guys have been playing together for a lot of years. And so my job is to come in and just catch up and not slow anybody down and keep everything moving forward.
How much do your outings change from here on out? Are there other pitches you add? Do you add more slider? What do you do from these outings from here on out?
I'm not. That's a good question. I'll probably be able to tell you better on the days that they're there. You're right. As far as how I go about spring training, I'm not really going into the outing specifically trying to work on one thing as much as just seeing where I'm at that day. And some days you won't have a good curveball, so let's challenge myself today to be good without a curveball. Other days you might have trouble, commanding the fastball. So there's ways to do it. Like today, you're gonna have to pitch around in errors. So the way start spring training off with an error, all right, let's go. So I think it's just kind of you see how the outing's going, you see how you feel. Obviously, be smart about knowing that it's spring training, we're building up. But for me, it's more of just what do I have today, and how can I make that work the best.
Thanks, Austin.
We go to Nick Grove with the Athletic for the last question.
Yeah, hey Austin, you got thrown out there right away. Obviously, in the very first inning of the very first game. Is that how you would want it? Did they explain to you? Is there a reason behind you getting out there right away? And is it helpful that in your transition to a new team and a new routine and everything that you're right out there right away?
Yeah, I mean, you want to be out there, right? You want to be out there competing, but I don't look at it kind of as thrown into the fire, more as like, they trusted me to start opening day, like I was saying, opening day of spring training. Like I was saying, man, this is the first game of, what's going to be a long season and hopefully a good season for us. And, you want to be the guy that gets the ball, that gets to go out there and set the pace. I know it's not opening day of the regular season, but it's still exciting, and it's still, it was an honor for me to be able to be the guy that towed the rubber today and just try to go out there, work fast, and set the pace for a good season.
Did Bud explain to you, is that part of some larger plan to have you out there right away in proper games? And I mean, would you at all prefer to be on a backfield? It sounds like no. No,
I would rather throw in the game field for sure. But no, I mean, no larger plan that I'm aware of other than, kind of what you guys have heard. We're going to give you a chance to go out there and start the game and compete for this fifth spot. So, to be able to have that opportunity, I'm excited about it, and I look forward to, build on it my next time out.
Thank you.